Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. It's Uncensored match build-up show time. It's Liverpool, Atletico Bilbao in Dublin. Irish Reds are mental. They love a beer. It's going to be a party atmosphere in Dublin this weekend. I am gutted that I'm not going over to it. I think, you know, it just happened that we decided we were going to go to Germany. We were able to get the press access over there, and it's unfortunate we just can't afford to get over to Dublin to follow the Reds. I think I'd love to have seen Liverpool against Athletic Bilbao. I think all of us here at Redmen TV and would have wanted to do that, but it's just unfortunate. But I know you guys will have fun without us regardless. It's going to be mental. It always is when Liverpool come to Ireland. So many rabid Liverpool fans over there. I'm absolutely gutted, but we do have a match to talk about. I'll introduce my guests first and foremost. We've got Ross Chanley, obviously, of the Redmen TV, and we've got Aaron of a YouTube channel called Outta City Kop. Before we get into it, do you want to tell us a little bit about the channel?
It's a bit of a replication of this, really. I talk everything LFC gossip, transfer news, just general chit-chats, really. Got some great things coming up in the future for the season coming up. So yeah, hopefully go and check it out and hopefully you enjoy it.
Okay, well we'll put a link in the description so you can just go straight there. Click the link in the description, go over there, support the show, give it a like, give it a subscribe, all that jazz, and obviously have a chat to Aaron as well. You might want to wait. I mean, I wouldn't, because I know what Aaron's going to talk like and I know how good a guest he's going to be. I would definitely suggest waiting until the end of the show and then going, you know what, this lad deserves a subscribe, so go over there and do that. Right, we're going to talk about the game. What type of team do you think we're going to start? Is it going to be more like Bayern or more like Atletico?
I don't know anymore. I just don't. We've done this like the past 2 weeks. I tried to guess, and then you put
2 weeks.
Yeah,
mate, I've been doing that starting 11 prediction show for years.
I know, but it's like you just think, oh, Robertson didn't play last time; he'll play this time, and fucking Albert Moreno pops up and plays well.
Yeah.
So I was getting told by Liverpool yesterday. Because I put me starting 11 prediction up. They blatantly watch nowadays, like, you know what I mean? I'm damn sure Klopp's in there in the change. He's going, this is what Chris has done.
Yeah, fuck him.
Seen this sweaty cunt. Yeah. He's gone with this goalkeeper. I'm just going to release Ward as the only player, just so Chris knows his starting 11's wrong before we release the entire team. I mean, it's sly. There's no need for it. Release the whole team. Don't just release one player. That means I'm wrong. That's sly.
That means you could put Moreno in the next one and he won't play again.
Okay, yeah, that sounds. I'm game. I'm game.
Yeah.
I might put Mamadou Sakho in because he's not going to play. But I don't really want to be wrong. Anyway.
That's the thing that he might do. You never know.
He's not going to play. He's not going to play.
Well, this would be a great social cushion.
I will eat this cushion from start to finish.
Okay.
If Mamadou Sakho plays for
Make
Liverpool.
sure to play him, Klopp, now.
Yeah, yeah, again, you're watching. I want to see Chris eating cushion.
It's old school, baby.
Oh, fucking if he plays now, I cannot wait for the social clip.
Mate, I've got my legs crossed on my fingers.
Okay, sound. Yeah, I'd like to see the same team as Bayern, just for that rhythm and the fluidity of them playing together. As close as possible as you can get to the Watford game starting 11. Just get them. Are you eyeing which bit you're going to eat?
I just don't think it could. It's a well-made cushion. It's not one of ours. It's a really well-made cushion.
We'll find another one or something else for you to eat. Yeah, I'd like it to. I like to be as first choice as possible that are going to play the Watford game for 60 minutes, and then just take them off, make sure no one gets injured, and they've all had a good run out, and then that's good. In my head, that's good preparation for the first game of the season.
Is that something you agree with, mate? Is it about making sure that the team that plays against Athletic Bilbao is the team that we go away to Watford and play?
Yeah, I think it will come to that. The first half will be our strongest team, and then the second half will field a different team. We've got to put it to test again. Obviously, Mane and Salah have only played, and Firmino have only played once all together in the front three. So to replicate that again, I think is a necessity. Also, I think there's a massive Liverpool following over there, so we got to field a good team for them. You know, a lot of them don't get the chance to come over here and watch the game. So, yeah, at first half I'll see a strong team, and then second half a different team.
And what about the performance, Ross? Do you think it matters this weekend? I mean, it's arguable that performances don't matter in pre-season, but if we were to go with that strong side that we hope he goes with, does the performance matter, or is it still about fitness even at this late stage?
I think it's both, isn't it? Psychologically, I think you always want to go into the start of the season on the back of a win, and then you don't want anyone to be pissed off or frustrated or embarrassed and thinking, why the fuck have we just played like that? And more importantly, Klopp, do you know what I mean? He must have seen some sort of progression from every player throughout this pre-season stage, and we'll expect more. We expect more, and like you said, the fans from Ireland are going to expect more as well. I know it's kind of a showcase thing of showing off and taking a piss out against Bayern Munich, but I think they're all at that stage of doing all these sessions in Germany where the fitness should be where it's at, and a performance, I don't know, not a convincing result, but just another win would do me.
Moving it on slightly, Aaron, it's something that I thought about, and I'm not saying I agree with it, but we've only really seen that 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 this pre-season. I think, towards the back end of the season last year, we saw a 2 up top, a variation of the diamond. We saw a 3 at the back. Do you think Klopp might tinker with this formation and maybe test something out? Do you think this would be an opportunity to do that, or is that something that you keep for surprising teams?
Yeah, obviously he can't lay all his cards down, obviously, because people are going to be tuning in and watching out. I think he'll probably just stick with either the 4-2-3-1 and the 4-3-3, in my opinion. It's a tricky one. Like you do with your player ratings, your prediction show. Who knows what's going on in his head? He's a nutcase, isn't he? So, yeah, it's a tricky one. I probably think we'll go for like a 4-3-3, in my opinion, against them. I think for this, my formation ideally for Liverpool would be 4-2-3-1, just to give that little bit more defensive stability. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens, really. Yeah.
What about, are there any players left, Ross, that need to impress from that first team?
I think it'd be nice to give Robertson some more game time. I know he's kind of played like half and half sort of thing, but
not Milner. Was he clearly lacking match fitness compared to everybody else?
I think if not that there's anything wrong with Milner, because everyone loves him, but I think going into the first game of the season, Milner's already had that injury. I think it's set him back a week or two, whereas Robertson's just been continuous and he's been fine. I think the way that we manage players this season will be completely different to whatever we've done the past 2, 3, maybe even 4 seasons. And I think Klopp will just give him a little rest and then just say, you get your fitness first, you know what you're doing. Klopp has confidence in what he's doing, and just give a Robertson that little push into the first team again, and just get to know his teammates and how people play, and just give him some confidence as well, I think.
Like we spoke at length on the final word show on the redmentv.com this morning. We did both a final word for Bayern Munich and for Atletico Madrid. Great show, actually, go over there, check it out. We spoke about Alberto Moreno in glowing terms, actually, for his performance against Bayern Munich. Do you think there's an argument, Aaron, that actually he's the fittest of our left-backs right now? Because Robertson only came in for Germany, he only came in for Hertha Berlin. So he's only been involved in I think it's 2 matches. I don't think he was involved at all in the Bayern Munich game, was he? So he's not had a 90 minutes. He's not had I think I might say, I don't think he's even had 60 minutes for us yet.
Yeah.
Moreno's been there since the 1st of July when everybody went back. Now, he might not have had as much game time as some of the other standard first teams, but do you think he could start the season as our left-back?
I can't see it from Moreno. I just don't think Jurgen Klopp trusts him. I think that's what boils down to, regardless to his fitness. It's down to trust with Jurgen Klopp and Moreno. Obviously, Andy Robertson was training, obviously doing pre-season with Hull, so it's not like he's been sat on his hands for the last 4 weeks before moving to Liverpool. Yeah, like Ross was saying, I see Robertson starting against Watford. Like I said, the fact that Milner's coming off this injury, that's probably stepped him back a week or 2. So yeah, I see.
I think I'd agree with that. I just thought it was worth talking about.
Sorry, just to quickly, the other thing on Moreno, there's a point I made in an article yesterday.
I think you've always rated him.
Yeah, not that. After the performance against Munich, I don't know if Klopp's been working on him. I mean, you've seen the surgeons that Woodburn, Kent, Trent and Gomez have all made. Do you know what I mean? Is Moreno another one of them where he's like, I'll keep him, I'll work on him? And he's had that whole summer, like he said, he went back to the 1st of July, work on him to improve him, and then he's just another player in it.
I think there's an argument to be made for that, certainly. For me, it's about how little we saw him at the back end of last season when Milner was dead on his feet towards the end of the season, when his performances dropped a little bit. And, I know that Klopp believes in his coaching ability, and rightfully so. He's a very, very, very good coach. He believes in developing players. He believes in making them better. He believes in making the team better than the sum of his parts. But I also think that he believes that Alberto Moreno's a bit thick and can't do the job. Like, I think there's only so many times that Klopp will get burnt by a player. And I think after a while he'll go, I am giving you all the tools for you to succeed here. and you're the one who's not applying yourself to do this. And look, again, I go back and I say it all the time. I would much rather a player succeed who's at Liverpool now than we have to go out and buy a player. I just can't see that he is going to succeed, unfortunately.
No. It's a maturity thing, I think, with him. I don't think he's that mature and or disciplined. I think that's his main problem. I think if he did knuckle down, I think a lot of defenders get better with age, but whether if we got the time to sit there and mother him for another couple of seasons to see if he will actually get to that standard we need, yeah, I can't see it. Like I said, I think if a firm offer comes in, that Jurgen Klopp's, I see him going. I really do.
Okay, Ross, is the Audi Cup taught us anything about this squad?
Yeah, I'll go back to those four I've just mentioned of Trent, Kent, Gomez and Woodburn. I think they've progressed significantly in this pre-season tour, and I think there was a game last season where Woodburn was playing against Stoke and he looked a boy playing against men. And in hindsight, I think that's all like a little plot by Klopp just to say, get in the mixer, shows what you're made of, and now he's had a pre-season where he's used to playing with Firmino, Lallana. I think he said it himself, like they're there now, not going, fucking hell, Lallana's like next to me, like he's part of the first team now, and they've matured. I think the right word used before, of maturity and experience. I think that's what we've learned from this of expanding our depth, which was, I don't know, I've said it loads of times, was a major issue. And I think now you can look around on that bench, you can go, do you know what? There's some people that can give us either energy, strength, just different options. And it's a positive thing, I think. And I think it's more difficult to pick your starting 11 now.
I mean, the one thing, I agree with everything you said, but the one thing that I do think about the squad and what it's shown is that we're not ready yet to put two teams out.
No.
And I think there are teams in the Premier League that can do that. I think we saw with the second performance against Atletico that, you know, when you're dropping John Flanagan in, when Gomez and Klavan are playing like this, that had the potential to genuinely be a cup side. I think even Mane was playing, and he wouldn't be in it if we were to do what Real Madrid did last year, which was play a European side and a league side. We're nowhere near there yet, and that's a little bit disappointing. I think with a couple of additions, we could have got there this season. A couple more additions, sorry. So I'm a little bit disappointed from that regard. But I do think our squad's massively improved. I do think we're a very, very good footballing side, and I do think we'll do very well this season. I just feel with a couple of more additions, we could have been a real force. Yeah,
as it stands now, we're still, if we have a couple of serious injuries to our top players, we're in shit big time. We'll go back to how it was in January. Yeah, I think, like I said, if we can get the Virgil van Dijk deal over the line, I know you're a big admirer of
the Ox.
Yeah, the Ox. I'm the same. Got his versatility, his age, his experience for his age as well. It speaks volumes. I spoke to a lot of Arsenal fans about the Ox as well, and they're on the fence. They don't really rate him that much, to be honest. So if we could get a deal over that, would you be happy with just two signings? Do you think that will actually give us that balance that we need? Or do you think we need more?
It depends where the signings are. I think centre-back's definitely something that I think we'd need. I'm not 100% sure about our left-back options yet, but I think we've strengthened there, obviously. I think what we need is an actual left-back. I think everybody agrees with that, you know, one that can come in and take over straight away. I wonder whether Trent might end up on the right-hand side at points this season and actually Klein might end up on the left, which we saw a little bit last year. Yeah. We saw it against Stoke, and it was a five-man defence at the time, wasn't it? But I think I'd rather have Klein at left-back than James Milner, if I'm perfectly honest with you. If Trent keeps performing the way he has done in pre-season, there's no guarantees that that's going to be the case, of course. I think that actually makes us a better side, to be honest. I like the fact that we've got Coutinho, Mane, Salah for those two positions. Kent has impressed me the last couple of days, so I would have said another winger. Wow. I think would have been one of the signings that I've made. But with the emergence of Kent over the last couple of games, I think that spot might have been filled as your fourth choice. So yeah, I think two, maybe three would have probably done it for me. I'm excited for this season. I really, really am. Like, I think we can achieve great things with this squad. Okay, well there we go. I think that. Oh, actually, you know what? We've not even talked about Athletic Bilbao. And we've got a resident expert, because not only is Aaron from Outta City Kop a massive Liverpool fan, he's balls deep into Athletic Bilbao.
Yeah.
So what do you know, mate?
Obviously, they lost their manager to Barcelona this season for the new season coming up.
I told you that before.
Let's check your notes.
Rash copied.
They brought up their B team coach. What did we say his name? Jose is what we're going to call him.
Yeah.
They brought him up, so obviously he's going to want to impress. They finished 7th last year, so they obviously want to try and build upon that.
30 points behind Madrid as well.
Yeah, you listen.
29 points the year before, and they finished 5th, so they're actually declining.
And they only get Basque players in from.
And what do you call that policy?
What did Wikipedia say?
And also, they're only one of 3 teams never been relegated from the Liga. So
With Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Obviously, yeah.
So Atletico Madrid have been relegated, and they were one of the founders of La Liga as well, actually.
Yeah.
So there you go. I mean,
This is a number. This is a lecture.
This is indeed a lecture in how to read Wikipedia.
Yeah, exactly.
I've enjoyed it though. It's been a great show. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, do like the video. It really does help us out. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to Outta City Kop. Go over there and do that now. Link in description. We'll put a little card at the end for you as well. And thanks very much for joining us. Made a massive trek over here. Checked all the way from Sheffield.
Yes, indeed.
Via Moorfield Station.
Yes.
All the way out to Speak. Who knew?
Yeah.
What a day.
Yeah, exactly.
Living the dream, mate. Living the dream.
Yeah.
And it's been an absolute pleasure. Ross, as always, thanks to the lads behind the camera, and thank you for supporting us on our journey.